Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel that has the guy that has no idea what he's doing. No, this is DSP Models, scale modeling channel if you're new here. Specifically sci-fi models, although I'm not opposed to doing other things, it's just what I'm doing right now. Anyways, welcome back to, I think this is video number 4 of the Deep Space Nine build. And but before we get to that, we got some mail. And yeah, I take my address. No details for YouTube. But got mail today from look, let's see if I can get the camera focused. Look who it is. Yeah, look at there, from Pit Stain Hobbies. Yeah, Pit Stain Hobbies sent me some mail. So it's torn here because I started to open it. And then I stopped. I was like, I should do this on camera. So that may have been a bad choice, but we're doing it anyways. Yep. Look at there. He sent me stickers. So if you watch the first few videos I did, I mentioned in the video that I really liked watching his, oh, he sent me a magnet too. That's going to go on the handy dandy fridge. Anyways, I mentioned that I really liked his channel. And I'm collecting stickers and stuff, or trying to collect stickers from other hobbyists and from hobby shops and stuff. I've already kind of tried to start. And I just mentioned in the video I would love a sticker. And he watched the video, and then he got in contact with me about a mailing address, and he sent me a full pack of all of his stickers, including, yeah, a magnet. My handy dandy shop refrigerator that's over here behind me against the wall, that'll go in front of it. I'll show you in a minute when I put it on. Yeah, got the magnet, got this 2 of the same sticker. Yeah, it looks like there's 2 of the same one. And then we got the metallic one, and then we got the nice glittery one. Yeah. Alright. Let's see. I know I'm putting one of them on my spray box. That's the intention, is to really decorate it up, the spray box. I guess I can put one on my other toolboxes as well. I've got 2 other toolboxes for my equipment here. I can put one on my my Dr. Meter DC power supply here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. That leaves me one. Well, no, that's not a sticker. That's 4. We could do that. Which one's gonna go on the box? Probably one of these. So black. Well, the glitter one kind of looks good. I think we're gonna go with one of these for the from a black toolbox, my spray box here, and am I gonna put one on there? I've already got here. I'm gonna. Yeah, so this is a sticker. That was a sticker. It came with like Mr. Pen or whatever is the brand that comes with the my little pen vise that I ordered, and it was a mustache, so I put the mustache on my Dr. Meter. Oh, it is really washed out there. I'm gonna have to adjust. I kind of like the glitter one. I'm not putting it in that spot. Don't worry. Not that that's a bad spot. It's just I'm gonna find a home for it. I'm just trying to get it where the camera can see it. That's okay. Not any. Will the magnet stick to it? It will. Look there. It's still gonna go in my fridge though. Alright. Oh, speaking of fridge. There's the fridge. Yeah, ignore the messy shot, but there's the fridge. Let's see if I can. There you go. Yeah, we got mail day from Pitstain Hobbies. Go watch his channel. Really great. Very entertaining, very funny. I like his humor. Which I mean, with the name Pitstain Hobbies, obviously he's got humor. I mean, look at that sticker. I mean, look at the sticker. Yeah. You guys go watch his channel. He's building all kinds of stuff now. He had been doing just 1 or 2 models at a time, but now he's got like a whole pile of them that he's got going. We're gonna see how that goes for him. Yeah. Anyways, back to the video. Okay, guys. There you go, Ian. Sticker on the whole fridge, and over here it is on the toolbox with the other stickers that I have so far. So I've got RPP Hobby Store and Pitstain Hobbies, and this is also from the RPP. They gave me a little Christmas themed gear head to go with their Christmas themed sticker. That's what I have so far. And then of course my spray box. It's all nice and classy now. Yep. Thanks, Ian. I'll have to return the favor, or whatever you want to call it, one day. Thanks a bunch. I really appreciate it. I love it. Alright, back to the video. Okay, guys. And back to the model. And do you notice anything different? You probably don't right off the bat. So I'll just tell you. See how close I can get you. So that seam that was right there is no longer there. At least mostly. I did exactly what I said I was probably going to choose to let go. I couldn't do it. The light was catching it too bad. It was way too obvious. I'm still leaving this. Chose to leave that seam alone, but there's a lot of like greeblies and stuff molded onto there that hides it, and there's gonna be a lot of different paint work I do here as well to break it up. But that seam was just atrocious. I couldn't stand it, and like right there, it's not perfect. And that was the worst one. That was the one that was really bugging me. But it's way better than it was. And again, it don't have a lot of paint work go to it. And part of what's making it stick out is its gloss right now. It's glossy, and it don't get a dull coat. It's gonna die down in the dull coat. Just like the rest of this is not glossy. It's nice and dull. Because I use my really good dull coat that I've got. Anyways, yeah, I was gonna show you that I did that. And these should have did the yellow too, but these gray, I broke those up. I went ahead and sprayed, just purposefully put a little overspray of the hull color on those gray stripes, top and bottom, just to blend them a little bit, because when I repainted them, I noticed that they were just overly bright all of a sudden, and they're not supposed to really even be all that noticeable. The yellow is what's supposed to stick out, so which they're gonna get dirtied up. I'm gonna dirty all this up with my weathering, so it all blends properly like all this up here is. But just trying to make it look better, one step at a time. Anyways, so today's video is going to be, well, doing just what I just said, weathering it. And we're going to take, I've already got a color picked out. I'm pretty sure it's the same color I used last time. So I'm going to use this. This is a my gosh, I need some manual focus. Alright, well anyways, you can't read it, but this is flat rubber. And I'm pretty sure this is the color. Back when I weathered this the first time, I used this flat rubber. And I believe this flat rubber is what they used to weather the real thing, which is why I was using it. They used a combination of a bunch of different things, but this was one of the main colors. If that is wrong, I'll look it up and tell you. Or if it's wrong, put it in the comments. From my research, that's what I'm trying to remember. But yeah, I'm gonna take this Testors flat rubber and just thin it, and then what I did when I did this, I dry brushed it. I did kind of a weird pseudo dry brush technique where it was halfway a wash and halfway a dry brush. I just played with it until I found something that worked pretty well. Yeah, so I don't know how well you're able to see that. It looks like you can see it a little bit. You can see the weathering I did. Around here. And it just dirtied it up really nice. So I'm just going to do that same thing again, and that'll be what we do today to start out, and then the next thing will be the dull coat. I'll put the dull coat on it, and once that's done and dry, we'll start working on windows, guys. This entire edge, all the way around, the entire inner edge of this ring. Here, let me lift you up. There we go. So the entire outer and inner edge of this habitat ring, and all the way around the edge of this, is going to be just chock full of windows. And here, let me show you how that works. So I got my little pin vise, right? It'll focus on it. So I got the little pin vise. Everybody knows what this is, or at least if you are a modeler, most of you should know. And then you got your little drill bits here, right? A little pack of drill bits. It's handy dandy, and it's even got little. It's real small. Yeah, you don't need these. This model, I mean, you can use those if you want it to not look good. This model requires these. They are micro drill bit. Here, let me change cameras here. This one's annoying. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, this one focuses much better. These are micro drill bits. And these are these. These are micro. And I'll show you. Here's the smallest. Annoy the ugliness on my palm of my hand. That's how small the smallest regular pin vise drill bit when you get a pack of these. This is as small as you can get, you would think. That's the smallest one. And then open these up. Anyways, this is the smallest micro drill bit. I'm not even sure the camera will pick this up. It's so tiny. Let me see if I can do a comparison here. Yeah. Really? So it's super tiny. That's what you need. It's all different sizes. That's just the smallest one. You don't actually use the smallest one. I don't know. Yeah, I did, didn't I? I think I used the smallest one for the surrounding windows on ops that I have not seen anyone attempt before. And after doing it, I realized I understand why people don't do it. And look. Yep, that is what I used. I used the smallest one that I could buy that I found that wasn't insanely expensive. And as you see, I've got boxes of them. It's because they're so small, they break with any type of resistance. Any type of pressure resistance, they will snap. And I've already broken a few in the first two boxes. Coincidentally, it's the same few drill bits, minus one. It's really easy to break these. But these are the drill bits you need. So just look up micro drill bits. And I don't remember the sizes that are... Well, actually, I can tell you. I think they're wrote on it. If I can read it. Oh, it is wrote on there. I just can't read it. Wait, got another tool. Anyways, Evans Designs, little handy dandy card. I really like this card. It's got all your LED node sizes, and then you got the different scaled rulers on the edges. It's really handy, actually. In all honesty, this is actually a really handy little business card. I like that. I need a sticker, though. This is what I was getting. Solarez. Solarez gave me a little free gift when I bought that last bottle. And it's a magnifying card. Business card size. See if I can read it now. Honestly, I don't think it's the size that's giving me an issue. It's just the fact that it's so hard to read. This one's clearer, it looks like. 0.3 by 5.5. Yeah. UC 0.3 by 5.5. That is the smallest one that's in here. That's what it says. It's printed on there. I'll have to go and look. If anybody's got a question on what these are called and where I found them, it came in a pack of 5 because they knew that you were gonna break them. Don't ever buy one of these just once, like one box. You need a pile of them. I'll let you know. If you need it, ask. Leave a comment, and I will be sure to, if I haven't already, look up my Amazon order. I got these on Amazon. You can get them other places. I just found them on Amazon because it was the best deal I found. Because I needed plenty. So that's what you need for these. But that'll be the windows. and it will be taking this pin vise and just drilling until you get all the paint away from the little hole you're drilling. Because you're not drilling all the way through, you're just drilling through the paint so that the light comes through like a window. That method is so much easier and honestly, in some ways more satisfying than having to drill it all the way through and put fiber optics in, or even just having a light there, a hole there, and like putting canopy glue or Solarez or whatever inside the hole. Doing that's the nice thing about doing windows on a clear model. But that's about the only nice thing. Everything leading up to getting to the window part. Don't want to get into that again. Yeah, but that's the plan for this video. Is we're gonna dirty this up. We're gonna weather it. Put our weathering back on it and put a dull coat. Get it all nice and even and looking real nice and pretty and protected. And window time. So, oh, by the way, so just so you you know that it took me a while before I figured out that I needed these. It was hard to find the right size. It can be more difficult than you think finding the right size drill bit or micro drill bit. I bought this. It's a big variety pack. It's got piles of the same size in each one of these little sleeves. All the same size drill bit. That's the biggest one in here. Down to a 3/64. Pretty dang small. Until you get it out after seeing a micro drill bit and realize the sucker's huge compared to how small a micro drill bit gets. Just like the pin vise bits. In fact, I think it's literally the same sizes. If I had to guess, I'm not gonna check. So yeah, if it only, and I think this is usually when you're looking for drill bits and you can't find what you need, what you end up seeing a lot of is either 1/16 or 3/64. I got this one because it said 3/64, and I was like, that's got to be it because nobody else had it. It was all one. It went down to 1/16, and I knew that wasn't right. Well, 3/64 is not small enough either. If you're looking at drill bits and it says things like that, they're not small enough, folks. If you're trying to do this, they're not small enough. Just a little addendum. Back to the video. Okay, guys. Well, I've got it all weathered up. It looks all nice and dirty again. All nice and evenly dirty. I think that looks a lot better. And the bottom side is too. So now I'm about to clear coat it and or dull coat it because it's still a little bit shiny where I put all the new paint, and dull coat it. We're gonna take and use this an AK Interactive product, as you can see. Focus. There we go. And it's ultra matte varnish. It's water based. You don't have to worry about it being acrylic lacquer. Not a lacquer based thing, like their Real Color line, which I love. AK's Real Color line. It's great paint. However, most people won't use it, I don't think, but I like it. But this is water based, and it's kind of expensive, I guess. I don't know, but I've got 2 bottles of it, and it's way more than I will ever use. I think it is, because this stuff, a little bit goes a long way. People say that about everything, but I mean, this stuff is dead flat. I don't know that I will ever use the supply I've got. I think it'll go bad before I ever use it. Gonna put it in my airbrush and just spray it on. Just put a little light coat on it, and then that'll be it. We won't do much more than that. And then we will let this dry, and I'm gonna let it dry overnight. And then we'll hit those windows and the next update. So gonna put some varnish on. All right, everybody. Well, that's done. You see what I mean about how well that stuff works? It all that shiny is gone. And I mean, I filmed it. You should have been able, I don't know if you could tell how much I was putting on it or not, but I mean, I was just putting a good mist on everything, and that's it. I wasn't going back over it multiple times. I was just doing a good mist, just a layer, and moving on. And because I didn't do it very heavy, there's places like right here, it's still got a little shine, little sheen to it. I wasn't being super particular with it, but as you see, the main big areas everywhere that I directly sprayed, it everything that got a good coat it's pretty. It looks a lot closer to what it did in the show with the sheen level. I don't even know if that's a real term, but I just made it up. Anyways, yeah. So now it is ready for some windows. But before that, I'm gonna let this dry. I'm gonna let it sit and dry for a while, and then I'll be back. So see you then. Hey everybody. So different day. That's what happens when you're using the magic of video. Yeah, this is a different day, but regardless, this is all dry, ready to go, and it's time for windows. So it's gonna sound overly excited. It's really not. It's really a dreary task here. It's not the word I wanted to use, but I can't think of the right word. Typical. It's monotonous. That's a more appropriate word. It's a really monotonous task, but really rewarding, luckily. As long as I don't screw it up. Keep watching. You'll see what I screw up on. And just how bad. Anyways. So that wait a second. We gotta get the buck shirt. It's got something we need. This. This is the photo headset for this model kit, the Deep Space Nine, and it quite honestly is almost 100% just a window template. Pretty much all it is. So, gonna use get these out and figure out. All kinds of racket back there. Oh, those are my little combat. It had the insignia for the Starfleet, Bajoran, and Cardassian insignias, and I went ahead and punched those out and put them in little protectives, keep them from getting scratched up and stuff, because I'm gonna use them. I'm gonna put it on the base when I build the base for this thing, and I don't want them to get all mucked up. That one's getting weird. Anywho, besides those, yeah, this is pretty much all windows. Handy dandy, we're past the fusion core, past the promenade. Here we go. This is where we're at. So, for the outer habitat ring, we need letter I, and you use that 3 times, and then you invert it and use the inverted version 3 times, which makes sense. We need A 1 through 3 for the outer promenade ring. I'm pretty sure we have this. F1 through 12. Or maybe we didn't. Hold the phone. No, I did. Those are done. What did I use? the pieces of this come flying out and I miss it? These are the promenade pieces. Oh, they're right there. I must not have used them. I had to have, though. They're done. I don't understand. Please explain. I don't have a second set of this. Why would I? Anyways, okay. I'm just confused. I just got confused because this bottom set here, where it shows the little square pieces, goes all the way around the bottom where the fusion core reactor attaches. I've already done that, but I have not punched these out, so I didn't use them. But I could have swore I used them. I'm very confused, guys. Anyways, gonna move on because it's done. So we need A1 through 3. Look here. Okay, I. So this piece right in the middle, that's I. I'm gonna use it 3 times and then turn it over and use it 3 times that way. That's for the outer ring. A1 through 3. That's A1, 2, and 3. Gonna use those for the outer promenade ring. Next will be G, which is this one. That's G. It is for the inner part of the inner edge of the outer habitat ring. For the top, the inner top edge portion. Why is there a difference? And then M for the bottom portion of the inner ring. That's M. And just like everything else on this station, this model, everything's in triplicate. Okay. So I need to punch these out. So I gotta be careful with I. It's got a little extra little doodad attached to it. Okay, there's I. I'll take the file of the little tabs away in a minute. What was next? We're not using J. It's for something else. I. A1, 2, 3. That's these. Okay, so that should be all we need for this task before we move on to the rest of this model. There's another part to this, just hang with me. Put all this junk back. Yeah, so if you're gonna build this clear model and you want to light it up, which I mean, why in the world would you buy the clear version if you're not gonna light it? That makes no sense. But the whole point. This is what you need to do the windows. Heck, I would get this with the opaque kit too, because it doesn't include like This is the only real way to get all of the windows and they be accurate. There's places on the station that it doesn't give you little pre-etched or even decals for windows that this allows you to do. So air graphics set for Deep Space Nine. Anyways, oh crap, that goes in there. You dummy. Alright. So, how do we do these? They're not all the same size. The holes are not all the same size. So you find the right drill bit. And a good thing to do is also cross-reference what you see from the show, from screen caps and stuff, to get the right window sizes. But then you take the size hole. There we go. So these little holes, it's just refusing to focus on that. You find the drill bit that will fit through there that is the correct size. So that one was a little too small. I wish the damn camera would pick this up. Gotta open a new box. It's gonna be one of these I broke already. That looks like it's the size. It's my little yellow drill bit. I wish I could tell you what size it was. It's hard to read. 0.7 by 10. That's what these are. This one is. And it seems to be the right size for the A windows. That goes around the edge of the promenade here. So, but you do that, but you also look for screen caps just to double check the size of your windows, because there's some discrepancies in it, and if you've got a certain look that is from the show, then you look to see if you need a bigger or smaller drill bit, because sometimes these are not a perfect match. If you're going for accuracy, which I always do. But there is that. We're gonna get started on that. We just use our little pen vise. We put it up. Use this one. So. Trying to see how this goes on there. I should have kept the I should have kept the instructions out. Rip. Alright, let me get the instructions back out. I'll be back. Anyways. One thing you can do, I have found, to, if you need a curved edge, you can take a something round like this. I use my hobby knife a lot, especially because it's got a textured section, and you can just take, you can get the edge of it under your finger, and you can kind of manipulate a curve using it like that, and then you can flatten it back out and just play with it until you get a nice curved edge, and it just makes it easier to get an even curve going so that you can get it flush. I mean, you still have to play with it like I'm doing, obviously, but when you get it right, a lot closer. This goes Wow, that paint is so much paint. Oh, there it goes. Maybe I won't screw up the paint right there. Too bad. So it hugs either side of that. This piece does. Here, let me get this other camera. Sorry. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. I get caught up in what I'm doing and forget about paying attention to what you guys are able to see. So yeah, this thing, it's a plate and it fits. Like this one fits around that piece, and typically you gotta hold it on there with your hand. I'm gonna hold it on there anyways, but this one's fitting so snug around that little arm thing right there. It's holding in place for me, which is nice. You just take your drill bit that's the right size for the hole, and I'm not going to do it right here because I'm going to be snapped off the tip of this drill. And use your pin vise. You just you take and you drill just the paint away with your little pin vise, and then you can move on to the next window. You just do that all the way around, and really it doesn't take any time at all. You just have to be extremely careful because any type of pressure, on this drill bit, it will snap off. And because the hole is going to be pretty snug with that hole, you gotta make sure you don't twist, bend, or anything, or it will snap your drill bit off. I've already broke 2 of these doing the rest of this model. So yeah, so I'm gonna get to work on that. You guys probably won't get to see me do that because the way I'm gonna have to finagle this, but gonna do that, and then I'll check back in with you on the next update. See you then. Oh, here, I'll show you this now. So to bend these, what you can do is you can just take something that's got a round edge and you can roll it. And this one I'm rolling kind of loose, because it's not like a super exaggerated curve, but it still helps to get a round, even curve when you do that. If you need something like completely round, I'm not gonna do it, but you can just take, sorry. You can take, I ain't got much room under that arm there. Focus. And I have the worst issue with these autofocus, man. I wish I had manual focus and it would just lock onto the focus that I give it. Come on, man. Anyways, you just take it, still not focusing, and then you can tight roll it more tighter going around, and it will. Anyways, but yeah, that's all I was doing a while ago. I was trying to show you and being a dummy and not getting the camera in there. Although with focus, guess it doesn't matter. Focus. There we go. Good grief. Anyways. Alright. Back in a sec. One more thing. Sorry. I forgot, and then I realized after I got started, when I was talking about the drill bit sizes and matching it to the hole, it actually tells you in the instructions the size drill bit. So 0.225 inch or a 6mm bit. And so that's how I came up with this brown one. This is a 6mm bit. So that's also going to tell you the right size drill bit for the holes, because it's not always the size of the hole that it is on the plate. Sometimes The drill bit size is different. Just wanted to give you that information because I found it after the fact. Anyways, back to we're continuing. Okay, so I thought I'd show you what I'm doing. I think I'm in a good enough spot I can actually show you a little bit. I've already broke one of these tips. That's why we have 5 boxes. Anyways, I've got one section done. I can't really turn it right now. I'm gonna finish this section and show you. So, stick it in the hole and just, there are like almost no pressure at all. Because the slightest bit of pressure will snap the drill bit. You just turn it several times. I turn it both ways. I drill in pretty good bit till I'm satisfied, and then I will go backwards, try to clear out the hole with the tip of the bit a little bit. And then these down here are tricky. You gotta go at an angle, and that's when you'll break your tip the quickest, because you're at an angle. Okay. Now I gotta figure out how to manipulate that. The camera's in the way now. I need to get under it. And back out. Back. That pressure thing goes for the plate you're holding up there too, that little brass plate. You accidentally put pressure on the bit with that brass plate, because it's in a little hole. It will snap it off that way too. One more. We can check it. Some of these windows, the bottom ones, they don't go all the way down. They only go midway down, which is weird. I think I'm going to add some windows. I don't think that's completely accurate. I don't know why they don't go all the way down. But they hit on the midline end. I had to scratch my eye, rub my eye. It goes right on where the seam is. I've already run into that. All right, let's check them now. Okay. See? Got some windows. I need a little cleanup. So what I do is I just take, let's see, what grit is this? This is some 600. This is some 600 grit sandpaper. It's got just enough grit to grab the crap and just that fast get rid of it. But it's not, it's smooth enough, it's fine enough that I'm not messing up anything. Get all the crap out of there. And once I got that, I can clean this up a bit. Some of them I try to get with a freehand because the hole isn't great because of the positioning. I try to so slightly freehand that hole a little bit better. Have to be careful because if I slip, then a lot of things just went wrong. I broke the tip of the drill bit probably. I scratched the paint, lights coming through in a line there where there was just supposed to only be a window. Stuff like that. There we go. So this one, like, I don't know if I can get it where you can see it. That window, it looks like there's a line through it. It's on the seam. Especially these over here. These three windows, they don't even show up very well. There's a line going through them, and it's the seam. It's the seam of where the two pieces went together. I've already kind of scraped some of the paint away on accident using the that brass plate. I might have some touch up to do with painting, but it's okay. I don't have to repaint the whole thing. Yeah, there's just nothing I can do about these. There's a seam line going right across. Let's see if I can get that one. Not really. Well, anyways, that's where we're at. And it's just doing that all the way around through the whole thing. I realized that they had in the instructions to do these, have them going under it, under this piece. But when I got to looking at reference pictures, the lights go above it. And part of it is these, I didn't realize this, but like this whole ring here, this whole disc sits on top of these little arms. Whereas on this model, it's going in the middle of the edge of this disc, where in the real model, the whole thing sits on top of these. So that's something different about this model that that's different from the studio model that we saw in the show. So another reason for these, it tells you to put them under this arm. Don't put it over, because the lights are supposed to go above it. I still don't like that the lights are only going halfway down the wall here. They should go further down. Like I think I'm gonna add my own lights here and there. My own windows. Anyways, alright. I'll catch you in the next update. Just thought you guys might like to see what I'm doing here. You can see how bad I am. Alright, check you in a minute. Hey guys. So, I've started drilling these holes now. It is part letter G, and you do 3 times and then you invert it 3 times, and I'm going to show you. So that's a section. It's this section when you got it oriented with the top up like this, which I did because it made it easier to drill those windows, because they were towards the top of the little piece and not the bottom. So it's just left of this little bridge section. And yep, there's the other one just left of the bridge section. And now it's taped on to the other side, and it is inverted. Windows are still towards the top of the little piece of brass plate, but they're the reverse direction. And there's a little, can't really show you on that one, it's taped down where I need it. I can show you on this one if it'll focus. The little notches right there at the tip of my finger, those are showing where these right here, these stripes are. So you put that notch on that stripe, that helps you orient where to position the brass template. So now I've got it on the first inverted piece, and then there's 2 more after that. So you do it 3 times each for that inner wall, and that's what I've started here. So I'll check back in with you when I get those done and started on the next one. All right, so we have well, let me show you. We did these the underside of this inner ring, or the inner underside of the outer ring rather, and it's this big long piece. It's labeled M, and it literally probably the easiest one, if not the one I'm on now. It just lays on there like that perfectly. Of course you can't see it because it's freaking the focus. There we go. Just lays on just like that, and there's no flipping or inverting or anything. It's just, there's only 3 sections. You just do that per section. We're done with that one. It was harmless. So this one is this piece. Let's see, what's it labeled? I. There's this piece labeled I, and this one, it's got a little extra little. There we go. Got an extra little piece right there that you just bend down a little bit, and it fits right here, just like that. And that little piece bends over where the seam it goes, and just like those other pieces, it's marked. These are all marked. Got little notches showing you where these stripe things are, so you can get them lined up properly. If it's just like that, and you do that 3 times, 3 sections, this goes to the left. If it's upside down, the left of the defense sails. And then you invert it. Once you're done with that, you'll invert this so that you'll be doing the right side of the defense sails, and you'll do that 3 times. And that should be the end of the windows for this section of the station. These arms right here, this is the beginning of what goes all the way out to become to the docking ring. That's one of those long arms. This is the end of it. It does not come with anything to light the inner part of these arms that you see here. This is just the top half. The bottom half is attached to the rest of it. But this that's between the habitat ring and the promenade section, it doesn't come with any templates for those windows. But looking at the studio model, there is windows on either sides of these little sections of those arms, just like the rest of it. So I'm not going to do those now. I'm going to wait till I have it put together first. Just do them all at once, but they're I'm going to light these as well. Have the windows. Just something to note. So yeah, I finished all the lighting. At least what I'm going to do for now. You can't see it the best from that angle, but you can see it a little bit. Let's go to the other close-up. There we go. Now you can see it a lot better. Yeah, much better. This is starting to look more like what it's supposed to. Now that I've got all these lights. If it would stay in focus, that would be fantastic. So it's not, the light doesn't evenly distribute it across all the windows from every angle as well as what I would like. not like fiber optic. Because that's the other option most people do with this kit, at least the opaque version, is they use fiber optic. However, and it looks really sharp, looks really good. However, I will say when I went back and looked at the because it was bugging me, I went back and looked at the intro sequence, and the lights kind of act like this, because I mean that's quite literally how they lit the real model. They're not always glowing no matter what angle you're looking at them. It kind of come and go as the camera angle changes. And cut that off for now. Although now it's having a harder time focusing. It's more like this. Something I added was let's see. Yeah, those are a little brighter. It'll focus. There you go. These coupled lights that are right there, right there, right there, right there. It's in the same place as all the way around. They just repeat, a repeating pattern. There you go. Those are not in the kit. And I don't think I've ever seen anybody put those lights, those windows. However, when I went back and looked at the footage again for the intro opening credits, you can see those lights are there all the way around it. And then I looked at the studio model, and you can see where, man, this thing doesn't like focusing on this model. You can see where those there's little holes on the hull where those windows are. So I went ahead and added them. I'm sorry about the focus issue, guys. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to fix that. I really wanted manual focus, but I'm using a webcam to do this, so I can just have it plug straight into my computer and not have to do a whole lot. But it's fighting me the entire time, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to get some manual focus. Anyways, now you can see more of the lights. A lot of them are faced kind of downward on the bottom portions of the thing. So that's a better angle to see a lot of them. It would just stay focused. Yeah, so got that. I guess that's gonna do it for this episode. I mean, we touched up some of the paint. We roughed it up. We weathered it. We put a dull coat on it, and then we did the windows. And I think that's a good amount for this episode. So yeah, that's the end of this one. Next episode, I got a little touch-up work to do on this, but I can do that without like focusing on it with the videos. I can do it off video. So starting next episode, we're actually going to crack this box open and actually get back into working on raw pieces of this model straight off the sprue. So we'll start working outward. So look out for that video because it is coming. It's the next thing for this guy here. Anyways, as always, thank you very much for watching the video. If you made it this far in, and I hope you did, thank you. Please leave a comment. Let me know how this looks to you. Let me know what you think of these lights on this clear model like this. Do you prefer this Or do you prefer how the fiber optics typically look on people's kits of this model? Or compared to the studio model, how do you think I'm doing? Let me know. I would love to hear people's input. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. By the way, remember, don't forget my shout out. Thank you to Disdain Hobbies for my stickers. I got one on the fridge behind me, and I got 2 left over that are in the envelope that I took upstairs because I'm not sure where I'm gonna put those, and I'm just gonna hold on to them, find a place to put them. One of the things is I'm probably gonna put it on my cup here, or maybe get another cup just for model stuff, because I really love these tumblers like this. And like, this is a sticker I put on the front of it. I need to get a new one. It's starting to mess up. But I literally keep these things filled with water and drink them all day long, every day. Like, I love these things. They keep ice. It's great. So I'm probably gonna put one on a tumbler like that. But whatever. Thanks, Ian. That's all I'm saying. Thank you very much for the stickers. I'm gonna have to come up with something to do for my channel. Not stickers, or at least I'll try not to do stickers. Stickers is your thing, Ian. Anyways, everybody have a great rest of your day, and happy modeling.